I'm in support of this project. And I'm going to push back a little bit now. Yeah. Okay. So I understand and can appreciate the drawing the parallels between this and the gay movement and the even the language of coming out and coming out of the closet. Not that long ago, um, oh, what was his name? Was it Reed or something? I can't remember. I met him in London last year. Who started the Psychedelic Society, and they had the whole coming out of the psychedelic closet movement, which helped start this. This seems to be another wave of that, possibly on a much grander scale, given the groundwork that's been done over the last couple of years. Um, but at the same time, I'm wondering about this because outside of, say, situations like people in Saudi Arabia, yes, there's risk for your social standing. There's risk possibly for your career or how people will see you in the community. But the level of risk in speaking out about taking psychedelics. Oh, I use psychedelics, especially in our current world with even CNN and Fox News reporting on the benefits of mushrooms for whatever the hell, with Lindsay Lohan and Sting and all these other celebrities talking about using ayahuasca. Like the actual risk it's pretty low compared to the risk of coming out as a gay person, especially in the times of coming out being like the movement, because those people were legitimately at risk of not just losing their jobs, but losing their lives. And so, do you think it's fair to draw correlations and to utilize the language of the gay movement as a way of describing and like narrativizing this movement that you guys are helping put together?
Personally, I think that it really depends on finding a language that people can relate to, and finding a language that people can relate to that uh, became part of a successful movement. And the gay movement or the LGBT movement was a human rights movement. We do believe that psychedelics and theogenic plant movement is a human rights movement. So at the core of these two movements, there is a common denominator, which is human rights. It is an issue of coming to terms socially with something that many people have been hiding because of the risk involved. So, in a certain sense, there is a lot of correlation between the two aspects. Of course, they're not the same. They have their own particularities and individual complexities. However, personally, I don't think that using the same terminology is doing disservice to one or to the other, because both of them are looking to create openness, improve our social communications. Specifically, psychedelics and entheogens are correlated to greater connection to oneself, greater connection to others, and greater connection to the world we live in. So, my personal stance on it is that it's positive to be able to communicate to people in a language that they can relate to.
Mm-hmm. David?
Yeah, I feel the same way as John. Like, of course, you can find so many differences, but if you focus on what are the differences and kind of like get caught up on that, I think you're missing the point of like, of just what John said, that we're just trying to tell the truth about something that we've been feeling that we've had to hide because of stigma and social pressures, and that is something true in our hearts, and that means a lot to us. So in that sense, that's the parallel I see. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like the way you address. I like the way you address the question. I also recognize, like, I'm not a gay person, and I don't speak for the LGBTQ community at all. So I don't really know, and I imagine there might be a variety of perspectives from yes, absolutely, go for it. Human rights to that's our language. Why are you taking it? You know, and fair enough.